July 20th is National Moon Day, and today we take a look at the space flight that first landed humans on the moon, Apollo 11. Following World War II, space, the final frontier, became a critical theater in the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union, as each side competed to best the other's achievements in what became known as the space race. On September 12, 1962, President John F. Kennedy gave his now famous Go to the Moon speech at Rice Stadium in Houston, Texas.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
For nearly a decade, the United States pushed the limits of technology to achieve the seemingly unachievable goal. The Apollo 11 mission that launched on July 16, 1969, with Commander Neil Armstrong, Lunar Module pilot Buzz Aldrin, and Command Module pilot Michael Collins, would be the culmination of the national goal and the final act of the space race. Apollo 11 was launched with a massive Saturn V rocket from Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The launch was televised live in 33 countries with an estimated 25 million viewers in the United States alone. It would take 3 days to reach a lunar orbit. Armstrong and Aldrin then moved into the lunar capsule named Eagle and began the descent to the lunar surface, landing in the Sea of Tranquility.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Later, with millions of people worldwide listening on their radios and glued to their televisions, Neil Armstrong stepped off of Eagle's footpad, becoming the first man to set foot on the moon.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Aldrin joined Armstrong on the surface. He described the view with the simple phrase, "magnificent desolation." The astronauts planted the U.S. flag on the lunar surface. They also left a plaque. It says, "Here men from the planet Earth first set foot upon the moon, July 1969 AD. We came in peace for all mankind." After more than 21 and a half hours on the lunar surface, they lifted off to rejoin Collins aboard Columbia in lunar orbit and began the journey home. The crew of Apollo 11 returned to Earth and splashed down in the Pacific Ocean on July 24th after more than 8 days in space. Apollo 11 effectively ended the space race and fulfilled the national goal proposed by President John F. Kennedy of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to Earth. 6 more Apollo missions followed by the end of 1972.
And now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.